Yo, I don't know if you guys can can hear me right now. So yo guys, to those who are giving me a heads up that the live is lag, maraming salamat. So there you go. You know, I don't know, man, kung lag nga ba or what, but yeah, most definitely. Siguro, you know, I ain't gonna lie kanina, most definitely lag. So tingnan natin kung lag pa ba ngayon itong live natin dito, and we are now on our game 2. So let's go get it. So again guys, we have a delayed. Somehow I'm failing to read your comment. Boom boom. You know, it's just that we have this delayed, and that the delayed is preventing me to read your comment that quick, that fast. So we are now here in a game 2. So let's go get ano nangyayari dito. So I'm sorry about the technical issues, you know what I'm saying? So follow me on TikTok. Let's go get it. You already know. So, you know what I'm saying? You already know. Let's go. So again guys, if somehow ganun pa rin yung live natin dito, comment down below. Let's see if we can live ng mabilis while having those gunfights. So tingnan natin kasi kanina medyo matatapos na rin yung game, and you know, somehow we're gonna be having that real live moment. Sayang din. So even though nagkamera ng robotic scene, you know, I apologize, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, tingnan natin kung ganun pa rin ba itong real live natin. So guys, tap in, repost, share. I don't know kung may share ba dito, but you know, tap in. You know, introduce yourself by commenting down below to those who that definitely commented. Maraming salamat. You know, and Aaron, maraming salamat for giving me a heads up. Most definitely for reminding me that our live is lagged. Appreciate that. I really need that. Kasi kung wala, dire-diretso, lag pangit. So most definitely, I thank you for that. So again guys, please do comment down below if you're having that robotic scene again dito sa second game natin, because man, you know, we need that a fast movement, you know. Yeah. ATS Chopper NLD, what up baby? You already know. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you for the tap in though. Yo, tap in. Let's go get. Lagi ba or what? I don't know, man. Maybe because you say baba, nagkamen. Dapat pala tinanggal ko na yun. Most definitely we're gonna be removing that, you know. Booyah. Deleting that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, di ko siya ma-delete. Yeah, wow, most definitely because of this. Oh, because it's locked. Yeah. Boo. Out of there, boy. You're out of there, boy. Yeah, guys, again, give me heads up, job, you know. Tapping. Chill ba? I mean, ano ba to? Yo, talk to me somehow. Our live is still lag. I need it, man. Let's go. Let's go for the lag moment, man. Teka lang, man. You know? Alright, there you go. Booyah. Hot South, what up, baby? Yo, again, Iron AA underscore era run. Maraming salamat again. Appreciate you. You know, dropping down comment. Guys, again, if somehow lag pa rin, just, you know, leave a comment. Alright, thank you for helping me, Aaron. Maraming salamat. Appreciate you. So again, please do comment if somehow lag pa rin yung live natin dito so that we can, you know, do something about it. Ngayon, right away. You know, so tingnan natin dito. Let's go. Yeah. Game 2 about to turn up. Let's go, get. Kung ano mangyayari dito sa game 2 natin dito. So we are still lag. But you can see a slot 14 na no aiming to grab those upper part of the map of our ano nga ba to? Amen. Come on, man. Ano to? Nakalimutan ko. Yun, nakalimutan ko yung map na to. Miramar! Yeah. So as our player from slot 9, together with them boys from slot 14, aiming to get their hands on somewhere sa area ng Campo Militar. But again, slot 10 most definitely start their foot on the ground, 4-man squad. And right now, what we can say is, all of them are now armed and dangerous, maybe even, but slot 14 is the one who is armed and dangerous. Somehow, they cannot spot someone who landed here, the same spot. Kung nasa na rin yung Kuya Basla, that one guy will be knocked down. Unfortunately, Sandstorm are eating our boys up dito sa Campo Militar area. Alright, we're gonna be pulling up dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 9, 4-man squad. One player from our PL has been knocked down right in them. No recall moment, no second chance, but slot 9, as you can see, ano being a statwa. This one player which is si Morty natin. Morty ano being a statwa, pero dito sa side ng mga slot 30s natin, though one player has been eliminated by them right then all the way from our slotted team. 3-on-4 situation. I don't know, somehow slot PL will be hunting those boys down one by one after eliminating their brothers out from the game. I don't know, but 4-man squad pa rin. Our player of slot PL, slot 18, is gonna be having a confrontation. Slot 8, close by lang din as you can see yung mga players natin dito, 4-man squad. Most definitely securing a vehicle so that they can now, you know, pull up right then that quick from those locations where they're now at. But dito sa side ng mga slot hypes natin, slot 12, 4-man squad, covering the area as you can see. So blang split up ng mga players natin, pero under one player has been knocked down dito sa side ng mga players natin from our slot 100. Alright, players are now even, pero another one bites the dust in the process of defending the ground or this spot out from those hands ng mga slot exits natin. Blurry scenario about to turn up because of the standstill where our player slot 18, other player slot 13 on the left. So from Blurry, hard, enough damage to knock one dito sa side ng mga player natin from slot 18 plus Sandstorm damage, but again, those slot 13 has been executed out from the game for a player from slot 18, but again, because of the Sandstorm and those bullets and those damages, those men from a slot 13 most definitely gave up to one guy. He got himself knocked down, and second at the least, he had to battle with maybe, fortunately and unfortunately, our player from slot 16. And from the open fight, ginawa ng mga player natin dito for them to be able to be avenging that one guy earlier who definitely got eliminated right there. And then we have our slot 16 picking those sounds, and right now they're not checking the premises as you can see. We'll be having elimination maybe, unfortunately, dito sa side ng mga slot 7 natin. Close by lang yung mga player natin kung saan nagkameron ng opening fire and commotion yung mga slot PL and those other players from slot 13s natin dito. Too bad, slot 13 is the one who got eliminated right there and then instead of them having those slot 8 or slot PL terminated. Maybe na caught out of guard yung mga slot PL, so slot 13s natin dito, maybe thinking na wala na rin yung 3-man squad of our PL. Pero you know, the soonest slot PL, slot 8 most definitely distinguish or maybe got aware kung nasan yung whereabouts ng mga strategies natin dito. They definitely run up na rin kung nasan yung mga strategies natin. PL natin dito, opening fire dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 16. And before slot 16, NGGZ most definitely spotted one guy dito sa side ng mga slot 18 natin. One player down, and one player now being open fire by this one player, which is hands from our slot 16. And he definitely got snagged down dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 18 natin. Pero every player from slot 18 already knew na rin kung nasaan yung shooter na yun right now. PL natin dito, pointing the score towards those area kung nasaan yung one play natin hands, pero hands natin dito, tagging the perimeter kung nasaan yung one play natin, over slot 16, so slot 18 natin dito. 1-on-2 situation about to turn up, and those other players from NGGZ, and those other players who got knocked down by hands, then another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from top PL. Last man standing, bomb beats na lang natin gumagalaw, tama ba bomb beats? I don't know, man, if somehow Bombits natin dito cannot turn the tables around versus our player of slot 16. Pero most definitely hands, crying out loud for help na dito, saying na nandito yung one player natin dito from our slot 18, where we can have our squad wipe out from them, and one player now ringing around the road, grabbing the backhand view ng one player natin dito all the way from our flat PL. And having that one player run over, didn't even bother to waste any bullets to have that one player eliminated off the game. He was just bugging to have his termination squad wipe out from those PLs. Not in yes, slot 16 most definitely won that engagement, but sacrifices must be given. One player from slot 16 has been terminated out from the game, and inside of the blue zone, our slot HYDRA and slot 16 slot 10, I'm sorry. Alright, maybe I'm keeping those men inside of the blue zone with them. Who's the mightiest blue zone receiver damage maybe. Pero HYDRA natin dito will be aiming to get themselves outside of the blue zone first and having the confrontation versus those slot 10 for situations still pa rin dito sa side ng mga slot 10 and slot 14 natin. Fighting those target of them, pero one player of slot HYDRA or slot 10 natin dito, as you can see, keeping his distance away from those other players from slot 14, and whoever's gonna be popping here for a decent knocked down on by him is gonna be knocking one. As you can see, one player from slot 14 has been knocked down. Opening fire, he's playing those men from slot 14 away, having his graffiti move dito sa side ng slot 14. So slot 14 has been terminated out from the game before the blue zone get those men down one by one. Surely, Slatens natin dito most definitely prepared themselves for any kind of ambush that they can give out from those other players. Too bad our staff forces natin dito is not that prepared, maybe enough for them to be able to defend themselves out from those other players, which is yung mga Slatens natin. But again, even though narinig na rin ng mga slot 9s natin or mga ZZY natin dito yung gunshot sound coming from those Slatens and slot 14, slot 9 choosing to give themselves outside of the blue zone first and wait for those other players who had their battle inside of the blue zone, and maybe they're the one who's gonna be having partners again dun sa mga slot natin. Tingnan natin. Slot 19. Up front, we have our slot 8. Yeah, maraming salamat. Yo, maraming salamat, Aaron. Yeah, maraming salamat. So again, if flag, yeah, come on, man. Leave a comment behind. Kailangan natin yun, para sa reviewing natin. Tap in, follow me. Baby, let's go get it. Anyways, slot 19. 4 men. Gregor, Chopper, the Roars, and then also we have a Maria Bells. 4-man squad, Hunters natin dito slot 11. Still having their run around pa rin yung mga players natin dito. Covering their perimeters, maybe finding or maybe locating somewhere where they can have this slumbering mission time, maybe finding another compound or smoke compound or maybe house where they can post themselves back. Pero slot 7, ganun din, having their own vehicle for them to be able to turn up that quick after those other players. Somehow those other players gonna be having a barricade moment after those other players who's gonna be having a turn up with. Pero slot 20s, higher down pa rin yung mga play natin. So too bad because of those bridges. They're gonna be able to have the 100% knockdown though, but again, they can have or they can give some damage up to those other players who's gonna be having to turn out to some locations. But slot 12, even though 20% chances that he can get his knockdown out from those passing by, ng mga slashers natin dito. He the devil open fire towards this area right now. That's why I'm going to get exposed now from this vehicle. But it's one player was snapping and so that they can have a knockdown on. Pero before the vehicle blown to pieces, he the devil jumped off for him to be able to be saved. Maybe right now he's taking, using his blown up vehicle to be his cover. Pero that's what it's an opening fire towards the one player from Stat 6, taking a lot of hit. Almost got himself knocked down in the process of checking the premises kung nasaan yung mga Slat 12s natin. Slat 20s, one guy down, pero right now he's topping his life up versus our Slat 12. And me and my enemies, my friend, as you can see, Slat 12 aiming to get their knockdown now from those Slat 6, but we have our Slat 20 saving the day dito sa back-end scenario, back-end view ng mga Slat 12 natin. Right now, attention ng Slat 12, quickly turning dito naman sa side ng mga Slat 20s natin dito. Instead of turning on, dito one guy natin dito from Slat 6, so that definitely just droving by one guy from Slat 20 is knocked down. Slat 12, moving for the Slat 20 Slat 20 so far, one by one, another one bites the dust tossing. One player Ray attacking those premier kung nasa na yung webas sa mga play natin dito all over Stat 12. No recall moment. So that's why everyone from a Stat 20 counting those bullets over where those other players of Stat 12 posing themselves. Stat 20 most definitely got themselves executed by just third party dito sa area kung saan nagkameron na rin ng mga attention to take another knockdown to take their first knockdown after the one player from Stat 6. Too bad that one player from Stat 6 didn't get knocked down though, but he did definitely escape the premises, the perimeter, the location where those men from Stat 12 got him slightly pinned down because of those Slat 20, of course, saving the day. Slat 19, close by lang din, and surely Slat 19 or 100 most definitely heard some update coming from those areas kung saan nagkameron ng 4-1 situation earlier, which is mga Slat 20s and Slat 12s natin. Slat 8, 4-man squad, Jex, Loki's, Puke, and also we have too easy for yeah, most definitely. 4-man squad, still keeping those guards up of theirs, maybe outside of the circle. We have our Slat 5 displaying 0 kill. Most definitely they are what we can say as safe playing, leaving those other players hands, allowing those other players to have their decent gun fights. You can see not having the third party and waiting for the right time. Maybe yung mga play natin dito to get themselves inside of the circle before pa rin magmeron ng closing. Again, they have their vehicles so that they can have those swoosh move or fast move. Slat 16 inside of one of his building yung mga NGGZ, pero Slat 11 passing right by. Same scenario gaya kanina, Slat 12 and Slat 6. Slat NGGZ, one player with his hands and a moving target about to open fire that, and yes, he did definitely open fire towards the one player of Slat 11. Everyone's gonna be knowing na rin whereabouts ng mga Slat 6 since not even know that he cannot get a knockdown now from the moving target towards the Slat 11. Still, maybe he's now trying to get a hold out from those Slat 11's attention so that they can have their 4 versus situation. But we have our Slat loss or Slat 5 about to turn up or about to pull up kung nasa na yung whereabouts ng mga Slat 6's natin. Attempted to get a hold out from those Slat 11's attention right now. Attention of those Slat 4 or Slat 5 slots turning on sa kanila naman. Here we go. We have our Slat 11. One down. 3 men inside of the sandstorm. So parang blurry most and definitely yung visual ng mga play natin dito for proper engagement doon sa mga Slat 11 natin. Slat 11 most definitely avoided the area kung saan nagkameron ng open fire NGGZ natin dito. Yun nga lang, they definitely got themselves pushed by our player from Slat NGGZ dito naman sa area ng mga play natin from Slat 10 right now. Slat 11 versus Slat 10 occurring, one player Slat 10 holding the GPS that's really not down and somehow you can get a hold from the score inside the mga play natin all the way from Slat 11. Wrong move, wrong post, wrong pullover. Maybe ginawa naman Slat 11 natin dito for them to be able to be surviving the area. Right now, they definitely got some scoring for situation coming from those Slat 10. Slat LOCSE being lured maybe because of those sounds ng mga guns, ng mga Slat 11 and Slat 10 natin dito, pero Jana and Shesh, Zyle, and Slick Jana on the other hand, pushing herself here in the upper part or higher ground where those other players having the engagement. Maybe Jana is gonna be the tagger of his squad, tagging this area kung nasan na yung other players natin dito. Pero NGGZ, man, being perimeter, being surrounded ng mga slap fights natin, planning to take over the compound kung nasan yung mga statistics natin dito. Maybe LOCSE or slap fights natin dito is gonna be having their slumber party dito sa area kung nasan ngayon. Well occupied na rin ng mga statistics natin, pero yung nga lang, the blue zone, eating up our NGGZ, and NGGZ, being flushed out from the hiding spot. Pwede, right now, slap fights, maybe mission or tactics is to have their gatekeeping after those other players gonna be racing themselves outside of the blues and inside of the circle. Meanwhile, dito naman sa side ng mga play natin, although we're slot 19, we have our slot 8, andito lang din, but the open fire, ginawa naman slot 8 is natin, the slot 19. Attention of our slot 9, slot 8, turning on sa mga slot 19 areas natin dito. Shots fired dito sa mga play natin, although we're slot 8 natin dito versus slot 19, pero couldn't be able to get their knockdown. 20% maybe they can have their knockdown on dun sa mga target nila dito, pero everyone is taking the chances, taking that percentage for them to be able to have their damage, maybe to give their damage, to have their knockdown after the target of them. Pero tingnan natin dito, slot 16 ready to pull up, ready to turn up, and another maybe different direction yung ginagamit, tinitake ng mga slot systems natin dito to avoid those area kung nasan yun yung mga slot locks natin. But again, we have our slot 19, which is the front view ng mga NGGZ natin, avoiding our player from slot 5. Right now, they're gonna be having their carnage dito naman sa side ng mga play natin, although we're slot 18 or slot 19 natin dito. NGGZ, 2-man squad na lang din dito sa side ng mga play natin dito because of those men from slot 19. And attention, our slot NGGZ most definitely are turning on sa mga slot cards natin. But slacking maybe yung mga NGGZ natin dito para play natin for one player. One player backing that one player, so just in case the one player was not NGGZ hands will be knocked down. We have Levy assisting him from behind, and one play then from our slot 19 got rushed. We got something in the game right now. Enemy of my enemies, my friend, as you can see, sliding no opening fire. And slot NGGZ natin, sliding on the other hand, opening fire randomly, even though sobrang tucked and covered wall pa rin ng mga slot 19 natin dito for proper knockdown. Pero we have our slot 6, going back to fire, slot 6 and slot 19's matchup is still getting some knockdown though. Slot 12, 4-man squad. Up front, we have our slot 15 holding. One player from slot LOCSE has been man, he got his knockdown, pero slowly but surely the blue zone are pushing our man here in the open. One player from slot 9, 2-pack, being pinned down by our boy from our slot 5. And the need throwing, ginawa naman play natin dito from slot 5. Prediction maybe, slump dunk, he got himself knocked down. And right now, those explosion most definitely occurred dito sa location kung nasa na rin yung mga slot 5s natin dito na ringing all the way dito sa spot ng mga slot 19. And those other players been having their stand-up. Or stand-off. Okay, barangay natin dito. 4-man squad, 7, opening fire randomly, one play got hit, pero not enough for that bad boy down. As you can see, slot 7 being alerted, na rin dito being warned, being aware kung nasa rin yung other players na dito been taking their shot off of them. Pero tingnan natin dito sa mouth, they can retaliate and have their open spy back to sa mga play natin dito who's been trying to get their knockdown out from them, or maybe those other player will be grabbing another player's attention, another squad's attention, and maybe those contests will be having their elimination. I don't know, tingnan natin dito. But as you can see, we have our EXQUISITE slot 15. Sobrang scattered, sobrang pena to one another ng mga players natin dito. Pero tingnan natin how they can get their knockdown now from this position. Sobrang open, pero again, because of those bridges where they're pushing themselves, I don't know, somehow they can have the pero slot 17 or Barangay. Tingnan natin yung way sa mga play natin dito from slot 7. Taking the chance, how do you going one play now holding the pump shotgun slowly, but most definitely he can get his knocked down without that Meow. He can get a hold out from the target of them. Pero barangay natin dito no down. Sa beginning 2-man squad and those other players got knocked down. Ano, teaching the whereabouts na rin ng mga knockers nila. We have 𝗚𝗏𝗡 and 𝗏𝗡𝗓 from our slot 17 higher ground. What he can do right now is pick those men who maybe give some damage to dito and be a decoy so that those men who got knocked down previously by those other players from the frontline can be recovered, can be up. Pero those other players are pointing their guns na rin dito sa location. That's yung one play natin si 𝗏𝗓𝗓 from slot 17. They're gonna be able to focus and open fire kung nasaan yung mga knockdown dito sa side ng mga slot 70s natin. Pero slot 17, one player being recovered. Slot 7 on the other hand, last man, no name na ito na gumagalaw. For enough yung one play natin dito to have his rescue mission now from those 2 players gameplay of our last 7 who got knocked down. Pero Kiroro natin dito, nandito lang din pala sa likod ng one play natin si no name. 𝗏𝗏𝗡 on the other hand is being knocked down, grabbed. Being the prisoner of our last 7 guy, whoever's gonna be having that one player help again, that one player will be eliminated by those barangay natin dito, or maybe not. So tingnan natin dito. Hachi, hello, those men who got knocked down has been recovered, pero we have our exquisite slap 15. Tama nga ba? Yeah, exquisite slap 15 guarding the small compound. 4 corners, being posted by them. Troll, Diablo, Seror, and also we have Lucy, if I'm saying that name correct. Tingnan natin dito, checking those back times yun ng mga slap 15 natin from time to time, preventing those other players to have their ring around the rosy. So as our player from slot 5, per 2-man squad of our slot 5 has been eliminated from the game. Yeah, no, 1 lang pala. We have Jana, Shaji, and also we have Zyle. Double from our slot 7, most definitely he gave away the premise. Nasa na lang yung whereabouts sa mga play natin sa slot 17, what they are doing. Pero we have a slot 10, one player has been knocked down. Prim on the other hand, I know, man, he's not slingshotting himself throughout the area, but that's how other players not either where those other players, I know, basically having confrontation out from those other players. I'm not playing out from our exquisite. One player from slot exquisite most definitely slingshot himself. Kung nasa yung whereabouts sa mga slot 7s natin dito, testing the water, testing his mind, what he can have his elimination from those men. And yes, exquisite natin dito prevailed of having those men eliminated. We have a LOCSE. One player natin dito. Ano, AFK. We really need you, boy. Pero one player from slap the team, man, keeping his distance na rin dito away from those other players, been pushing himself na rin throughout the area. While our player from slap exquisite, having those men flushed down out from those households. The one player earlier kay dito na sa lower ground, he's gonna be having his good visual out of those men from our LOCSE. Pero nga lang, one player from slot exquisite has been terminated from the game. Slot 7, last man, Kiroro, waiting for the right time. He's gonna be giving some surprise up from the other players with slap 15. Pero nga lang, he got himself eliminated inside with smoke pop, thinking that he can outsmart our player from slap 15. Pero no, from the corner, he got himself eliminated, terminated from the game. Pero he definitely prepared him to open fire using the DBS for that possible knockdown that he is building. Pero dito sa side naman, slap 15 natin dito, couldn't be able to hide himself out na because of the blue zone. It's around, they're gonna be retaining the area. The blue zone is gonna be taking the map. Pero one player, holding. Nakalimutan ba rin? Oh my god. Nakalimutan ko yung barrel na yun. Ano nga ba yung barrel na yun? Oh man, I'm sorry about that. But again, slot LOCSE natin dito most definitely won our second game. Ano ba yung barrel? Ayaw! Vector! Oh god. Yeah, Vector. Vector, I think. Yeah. Alright, so that concludes our game 2. So we're gonna be having our game 3 any momentarily. So here's the banner. Booyah. You already know. You already know, man. Yo again, maraming salamat to those who are turning up. Thank you to those who are ang bilis ng room Thank you to those who are commenting down below. Maraming salamat. Appreciate you guys again. Somehow, magkakameron ng if there's any technical issue, again, please do comment down below para para magawa natin ng paraan agad, you know. Pero kanina game 1, I don't know man, TikTok always game 1. Last tournament that we pulled up, wala tayong delayed, you know, last time. And right now, lag naman. Alright, so we're learning, most definitely. We are learning, you know. Yo, we have a total of oh my god. We have a total of 125 viewers, and maraming salamat to those who pulled up. Thank you to those who most definitely dropped by, swing by, you know, for maybe to check up on your players. Again, maraming salamat. So again guys, do tap in, comment down below, introduce yourself. Let's go get it. Again, we're down here in Asia server, and we are here on our SSG TLOU Tournament Grand Finals. We have a total of 15 squads about to have their confrontation again, all the way from our I don't know kung may mga Middle East server nga ba dito or what, but again, you know, Asia server maybe lahat, or maybe I don't know, you know. Nawawala na ako. Lux Pambo! Yeah, man. Sadya na lang kilala ko dito, you know. Bye, maraming salamat. Thank you guys for introducing yourself, of course. Maraming salamat. So we only have 2 games left. Alright, so this is our 3rd game. This is gonna be a 3rd game. There you go. This is gonna be a 3rd game, and datingin natin kung ano mangyayari dito sa 3rd game natin. You know, game 1 totally warmed up. May mga hindi rin dong kompleto ng mga players. But again, you know, game, and also lag din tayo. Akala ko lag is room. Hindi pala. Ang lag pala ay live. Yeah. Oh my god. Pero maraming salamat din sa mga nag-comment. Appreciate you. You know. Yeah. $22,000 viewers, 23. Let's go get. I got you guys. So guys, if somehow you have an event, and you know, if somehow you're looking for a live streamer or caster, you can definitely hit me up here on TikTok, 𝗦𝗛𝗚 Gaming 3.0. Kasi yung 𝗦𝗛𝗚 Gaming before, nawala. I mean, you know, disabled. So we ain't got no other social media. We ain't got no page na, alright? So we ain't got no other page or other platform that we can do our live siguro in time. But you know, you can hit me up here in TikTok, and yeah, most definitely may delay din naman dito. Alright, so may delay din naman dito. Yo, follow me. Let's go get. I got you. Tap in. Show some love, man. Show some love. Tap in! Come on, man. Let it rain, yo. Let it rain. Hearts, let's go get sa mga hearts natin dyan. You already know. 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗘, thank you for the follow, man. Oh my God, ako ba nasa spectate? Yo, man, what up, baby? Main in the DVP. Yeah. Yo, most definitely, main. I was a AMI server back then. Tagal ko sa Middle East, you know? Yeah. Baka kilala kita. I don't know, man. Marami na rin yata bagong clan sa Chami. So, sayang yung page natin. Oh my God. May mga subscriber pa tayo. Oh, man. Nag-banish ka. Banish. You know? Nag-focus. Oh my God. Alright, here we go. Third game. Energy drink is starting to kick, baby. Energy drink is starting to kick. I don't know, man. Yeah, you most definitely shout out to all the X unknown, you know, especially kay main D B P A. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's see kung ano mangyayari. Oy. You know, Asia server, Barango, most definitely. So tingnan natin kung gaano nga ba ka-familiar itong mga Asia server natin here on our third map, which is Barango map. Okay, here we go. Hindi ko lang kung kompleto pa ba tayo dito or what, but again. Alright, some players, we have our slot 9 aiming to get their hands on somewhere up on upper part of our Barango map, which is ZZYPEXX maybe, or other side of the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 X unknown. Alright, here we go. Most definitely they are not planning to get themselves on the other side of our 𝗔𝗩𝗡 area. We also have our slot 14 together with them boys from our slot 9 and slot 7. Tingnan natin dito. But we, our player from slot NGGZ, slot 16. 4-man squad, totally alone. Yung mga player natin kung nasa na yung weba sila. Pero, I don't know, somehow, enough nga ba yung mga weapons dito for them to be able to have those execution that they're craving to those other players gonna be pulling up kung nasaan yung weba nila. Pero we have a slot 18 versus a slot 17 HYDRA. One player has been knocked down by our player from slot 11 or slot 14 right then. Quickly, our player from slot HYDRA slot 14 has been eliminated by our player from slot 13 natin dito. Right then, pick some guns for them to be able to take those other player down. Right then, yung pinaka main mission nila dito. Alright? So, 3-on-4 situation, 𝗔𝗩𝗡 area, 𝗔𝗩𝗡 location. But we're pulling up dito sa side ng mga play natin the whole way from a slot 12, slot 11, so as there's slot 6, and slot 19. Big party about to turn up again dito sa area kung nasa na rin yung way about sila dito. Alright, armed and dangerous na rin yung mga player natin dito in one play of slot 12. I know, popping some smoke na dito, ready to flush those other player from our slot 6 inside of this small house. So let's see kung maging successful nga ba yung plan out ng mga slot 12 natin dito. Rod, opening fire using the pump shotgun. He already knew this amount. He will be hit by that one player who's been charging on. He will be knocked down by the pump shotgun. Too slow maybe? Or fast enough. Maybe have knockdown dito sa side ng mga Snazix natin dito sa top, or maybe not yung Snazix, being pinned down ng player natin dito ng Snazix right yan. Alright, we have the Norse, so Mayaru, who's opening fire, one guy down dito sa side ng mga Snazix 12 natin. That quick last man dito sa side ng mga Snazix. One player from Snazix 12 and taking a lot of damage for him to be able to have his knock down again. This is one player for reloading. Possible knock down. Opening fire towards his backhand, pero couldn't be able to get his knock down that quick. One player, last man dito sa ilang natin. Kamera na charge on yung mga stats 12 natin. Anxious yung mga player natin dito to get their knockdown elimination from those other players who's been having their battle with. Pero we have a slot 11. Hearing a lot of promotion going down dito sa side ng mga stat 12 and stat 6 natin. Sobrang resistable maybe sa mga stat 11 natin dito not to have the third party dito sa side ng mga stat 12 natin, but because although mga stat 12 outnumbering the point that other players natin eliminated na rin out from the game. Too bad one player from stat 12 eliminated the game, pero yung stat 11 has been turning up na rin dito sa side ng mga player natin over ng stat 12, pero nga lang higher ground, good stuff to be exact yung mga stat 12 natin dito for them to be able to have their perfect visual out from those charging na mga slot 11s natin. Alright, those vehicles slot 11, blown to pieces na rin dito, aiming to have explosions, to have those knockdown that they're craving. Dito sa side ng mga play natin from our slot 11, newly arrived squad. Waiting for the situation of one player from slot 12 to be knocked down in the process, charging game right na rin dito sa side ng mga players. Although by slot 11, one player from the for him to be able to have the broad and wide view visual of those other players of stats 12, and 𝗥𝗢𝗢𝗚, I see you from top. He got himself terminated from the game before. He got himself aware kung nasa na rin yung mga players ng mga slot 11s natin here, taking over the land from those slot 12's hand. By yours truly from our slot 11, most definitely. Any moment too soon, our players from slot LOCSE maybe will be getting themselves inside of the circle, or we'll be waiting for those other players to have their decent actions maybe. Slot 18, Mamba, last man. Alright, making a use of his time by having this one player recovered. Pero again, slot 17, having their search and destroy dito sa area kung nasaan yung slot PLs na the one player has been knocked down. Man, 2-3 situation outnumbered by one player, still one player natin dito. Pero Mamba natin dito to have the one player who would definitely have his ring around the rosy on the backhand. No one knows na rin kung nasa one player natin Mamba natin dito, pero one player din from slot 17. Trying to guess na rin kung nasa yung whereabouts na one player natin dito from slot top PL natin dito who would definitely open fire dito kay 𝗥𝗢𝗢𝗏 earlier. He did definitely tag premier kung nasa yung one player natin inside of the push wishes. Pero sacrifices must be made dito sa side ng mga 17s natin dito for him to be able to win the match. One player has been eliminated of the game. LOCSE being hidden by the blue zone, so as our slot 19 hunters natin dito. It's playing 0 kill pa rin yung mga player natin dito, but again, everyone is allowing to have those decent actions you can see, and leaving those other players be. Alright, slot 11 on the other hand, just playing 4, which is yung mga slot 12 natin dito. Slot NGGZ, having their commotion, having their gunfight inside the mga slot 8 natin. One player of slot 16 has been knocked down, landing a 2-man squad. One player few on the other hand, keeping his distance away from those 3 players gameplay of slot 8 or 2-man squad, or maybe just 2-man squad over slot 8 natin dito will be the flusher. Whoever is gonna be popping opening, few natin dito will be having his knockdown natin dito, opening fire randomly from those windows kung nasa possible post taking ng mga NGGZ natin dito. Hoping that he can get his knockdown. Another one by Yara working his way up on the second floor. Kung nasa yung way up sa mga play natin his hands, who's been opening fire randomly from those slot 8 natin. Rather have those men push back, pero slot 8 natin dito will be pushing in. Kung nasa na rin yung way up sa mga slot 6 natin natin. As in Yara, back to back protecting one another. Pero tingin natin dito, lacking yung 2 men, going for the quick top up na rin yung mga play natin dito. Pero again, Pew retaining his location. Kung nasa yung whereabouts sa mga play natin dito sa NGGZ. Somehow, one player from stat NGGZ will be posting himself here in the terrace. Maybe few will be having snack down Jason from those other players from stat 6 natin dito. Pero nga lang, other players stat 8 natin dito are having their search and destroy, trying to have those corner checked up na rin dito. Pero any moment too soon, one player from stat 8 natin dito will be knocked down by our player from stat 6 natin. That is other players, you know, waiting for those other players to turn up. Pero nga lang, few natin dito na preventing to have those surprise out from those slots. NGGZ versus our slot 8 natin dito. Has been opening fine and thrown the area. Kung nasa yung one play na si Tiara also got some knocked down. Pero another one hands has been knocked down. Every player from slot 8 no using it. Knocked down. And somehow they can get a hold of the target. But again, NGGZ most definitely lost that 3-on-4 situation versus slot 8. One, those other players, those other battles, but you know, newly arrived ng mga squads natin dito, which is slot 8 natin dito, stands for OBSIDIAN, SAIDE. Most definitely, they definitely won. Alright, dito muna tayo sa mga play natin from slot slot 14. Slot 14 natin dito. Slot 14, I thought this one guy though from slot 14 is yeah, most definitely 3-man squad na lang din yung mga slot 14 natin dito with Lucas, Kiss, and Rudo. Keeping themselves as squad as possible, maybe waiting for the right time, the right moment, right spot for them to be able to have the engagement from those other players. Look who has been knocked down. Maybe here, I don't know. X, another one from our hunter. And man, those men end up being hunted down one by one by our slot 11. Maybe probably better right now. I'm sorry, we are too slow. Pero slot 7 though, dito nagkamerang knockdown first. Yung mga slot 11s natin versus slot 7. Still naka-recover pa rin yung mga slot 7 natin dito from the situation that those slot 11 most definitely has been given. Sacrifices must be made. 3-man squad na lang yung mga player natin dito, pero most definitely avenging that one player who got terminated by those slot 11. Those 2-man squad or one player of slot 11 has been executed after him. Another hunter squad, slot 19 versus slot 6 maybe. Pero the other player who that's definitely going to be pulling up kung nasa na yung whereabouts sa mga player natin kung dumas slot 19. Most definitely avoided the area kung saan rin naka-post taking yung mga slot 90s natin. Finding another compound, probably yung mga slot 90s natin dito or slot 9 for them to be able to have this slumber party for the meantime. Pero we have a slot ZZYPEXX, yes, slot 10. 𝗦𝗞𝗪𝗔𝗡𝗙, and also we have HRZ Jasmine, last man from the squad. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Alright, yeah. Here we go. Having his roundabout. Roaming around yung one plane natin dito. Testing water maybe. Finding another good spot. Or finding another spot yung one plane natin dito from slot 9 and slot 6. Pero a little bit you know, our players from our slot 16 to slot 15 already posting themselves here in the top. So let's see some one player from slot 16 or slot 15 or exquisite natin already knew that someone will be planting himself inside of smoke compound, which is si Jasmine natin. One on first situation, pero I definitely I don't know. Slot 15 will be maybe guarding this perimeter, 4 corners of the spot. Kung nasa na rin whereabouts sila dito, preventing those other player to claim or maybe to conquer this area. Kung nasa yung whereabouts sila, pero again inside of the circle then yung mga slot exquisite natin. But we have our slot 8 edges of the circle. They're not having themselves fat, avoiding those other players and avoiding a possible commotion or a possible contest from those other players natin dito. Yung mga unnecessary balagbagay maybe ng mga other players natin dito sa avoiding, so that, you know, somehow they're gonna be able to have the spot. Maybe they're gonna be trying to take someone's spot. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, yeah, George Puliria, we have our player from Stafford team. So as Barangay, Stat 7 team, have their run about very close. But This time, yung mga experience natin. Blanco, being open fired at no one play natin dito from slot 15 na si Troll. Pero 10% maybe chances that he can get his knockdown now from that open fire that he did. But from the open fire that he did, he definitely gave some update out from those other players who's been searching for their target. 4-man squad para yung mga stat tools natin. Maybe try to flush or try to push those men back to them away out from their location. Slot Hunters, 2-man squad, being displayed. We have our slot 7. Exquisite, those play lang din. One guy though from slot 9. Nandito lang din sa heel. Checking those view corners. Pinasa yung mga X unknowns natin dito. Yeah. 4 men. Right now, 1 player, Morgan, CNT, backing Tupac up. Preventing Tupac to be knocked down on by those other players who have definitely got aware from the open fire that he did. Pero tingnan natin dito kung sino nga ba yung makakonfront ng mga slot 9s natin dito. Slot 10, slot 19, or slot 7 nga ba. Pero as you can see, slot 7 natin dito, remaining calm and holding the ground. As you can see, waiting for those other players to pull up. Punas na rin yung whereabouts nila. Ganun nga ba ka-prepare yung mga slot 7 natin dito for any kind of situation those other players will be bringing them. I don't know, but we have our slot 9 against yan team. Dahil yung perimeter na rekonas yung possible enemy or possible target ng mga slot slot ZZYPEXX natin dito main. 3-man squad, enough na nga ba yung pagiging 3-man ng mga slot lines natin dito for them to be able to take those other players down. But again, we have our slot 6 keeping herself away from those possible corners kung nasaan yung mga other players natin dito, which is yung mga slot 7, slot 15s natin. But from the open fire na ginawa naman play natin dito earlier, kaya from the one guy earlier, that one guy from a slot 6 most definitely got aware to receive her update kung nasaan yung mga possible opponent dito. Alright, dito muna tayo sa mga player natin from slot 10. I don't know, one player from slot 10, from Porsche, and also we have a lifting. Lift pen. Oh man. Left pen. Numbers are kicking in most definitely. Alright, and a moment too soon, everyone will be pushed by the blue zone closer to one another. Baka sila na rin. I don't know. Tingnan natin dito. Alright, blue zone are shrinking. Done waiting na rin yung mga slot 5s natin dito. Preparing for their biggest act. Maybe yung mga locks natin dito. After the win earlier, they're gonna be taking away chicken dinner din dito after those other players' hands maybe. Pero going for that long and hard rotation yung play natin dito sa slot 5. Everyone is doing that. But, blue zone or kicking is starting to kick in sa mga slot blocks natin dito. Hindi na maganda yung damage that the blue zone are giving towards our player from our locks. Pero Barangay 1 has been knocked down. Alright, shots fired. Alright, Doctor Blade. Again, dito sa side ng mga Barangay natin dito. Maybe unprepared din yung mga Barangay natin. 4-on-4 situation. There are 3-on-4 situation. Most will definitely be gone. One player from slot 19 also had his elimination of those Barangay. He got himself eliminated in the process of taking those Barangay down. But we have a stop team opening fire at the same time. Doon si Eric sana ka meron ng 4-3 situation, maybe or 4-4 situation versus our slot 90s. But we have a slot 9 o mga Zipes natin dito. Most definitely from the open fire na ginawa ng mga extra notes natin. Burnout na rin yung area na sabi natin na from the slot 9s natin. Anong opening fire to give some damage or maybe to take someone down inside the smoke pop, pero no one is inside the smoke pop na gawa ng mga play natin earlier from our Barangay. They are now most definitely using the smoke for additional cover of those other players, as that hunters natin did already knew that one player from that 14 and pushing himself here on the higher ground where he can get knocked down ridiculously from those other players. Pero even though nasa higher ground, yung one play natin doon from snap 14 still 80 or maybe 70% that he can get his knockdown on out of those other players been having their promotions. That one player, Rudo, has been knocked down, and again far away yung one play natin dito from snap 14 for him to be able to have one player now popping up and knocked down, that he's waving. Everyone is pointing their scopes towards one guy from snap 14. He's now playing it. almost got himself knocked down from that elimination that he took out from those hunters natin down sa magiging last man standing chopper na lang din. Pero one player then from our slot exquisite already pushing himself dito sa upper part or higher ground kung nasa na rin yung water earlier from our slot beating those men or picking those men out one by one. Another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot winning. Opening fire back, retaliating as Rue natin dito after the one play who that definitely took his brother out from the game. Exquisite daw, 4-man squad pa rin. Okay, opening fire, revealing himself out from those scopes ng mga players natin dito. But one player from Slap King, then he... most definitely remember the one player from Slap King. Fire again earlier kay Neo, which is one play natin dito. That's his chopper. Suwad is one guy from Slap King. He opened fire to him. Man, he's not forgetting this one player though, pero again, he's still posting himself and turning his view around. Dito pa rin kung nasan yung whereabouts of slot 8 and slot 7 na. We have our LOCSE, 4-man squad pa rin waiting for the right time. The pop shotgun, 𝗥𝗢𝗢𝗠, I see you grabbing the vulnerable spot ng mga other players natin for that easy knockdown that our player from slot 5 are no craving. Pero one player from slot 10 has been knocked down here in the open. I don't know, somehow they can have one player recover being knocked down. Prim going for that risky move, having his brother in need help. I don't know, but somehow he's gonna be attempting to have the one player recovered. He will be knocked down himself then. Pero too late na rin. Time itself had the one player was not eliminated. Slot 8 natin again. How slot winning is being eliminated from the game. It's not. Where a player from slot 15s, there are LOCSE natin dito. Ben. Everyone from our slot 15 already know LOCSE natin dito, pero this one player, Diablos, grabbing those attentions ng mga players natin dito from slot 8, so that Troll other players. Somehow, those men will be open from his side. Again, those containers couldn't be able to have his knockdown that quick. Still trying one of the elimination that is waving out from those men from our slot. It's not either. And some of the players of slot 8 are now being devoured by the blue zone. Slot 9 on the other hand, waiting for the right time. Yung mga players natin dito popping some smoke behind so that they can hide themselves out from those other players having their trying or even trying to have the knockdown out from them. Slot Hunter, last man, being devoured right now. He's now pointing his scopes attention towards the one player from slot 50 natin down sa pagiging last 2-man standing. Troll natin dito, man. He's now giving a lot of hardship from those other players who've been having their tunnel vision to one another. Conscious here in the lower ground kung nasan na rin yung whereabouts niya. Diablo, last man from his squad who's been having his 1v1 or toe-to-toe experience dito sa lower part, while Troll from our slot 15 assisting the one player here on the top. Slot 9, last man 2-pack. I don't know, sacrifices must be made, but because of the smooth pop na ginawa ng one player natin dito, truly everyone's gonna be thinking na rin na may tao dito. We're just smoke, may mga players doon. Pero the blue zone, getting our player from slot 8 one by one. As you can see, the blue zone, starting to kick in. Fire, man, taking his chances to have his knockdown now from those other players. Been having a 1v1. Finishing the one player from slot exquisite natin, which is Diablo, and one player then from our slot exquisite who's been assisting Diablo from the top. Down on the other hand, spraying away, doing his graffiti move from those other players from slot 7. So was our slot 10 waiting for the right time. Pero one player from slot 5 popping here on the spot kung nasaan si liftin natin dito. But, this one guy gonna be able to open fire. What he can do right now is tag the perimeter kung nasaan yung mga possible players natin dito from slot 7 and slot 10 natin dito. 2-on-2 situation, even match and even numbers of players as you can see. And we're gonna be having our bird's eye view. Gatekeeping, slot 10, other side of the bridge, our players natin dito. Alright, here we go. First situation about to turn up. Slot 7. Here we go, keeping themselves as quiet as possible as you can see. Stopping their life up, and every player is trying to distinguish, trying to definitely binasa yung whereabouts of other players natin dito. Which is, kinoro natin dito, being open fire that, but because of the smoke bomb na ginawa ng mga play natin dito, all the way to slot 7, what our slot 5 is natin doing are giving away their position dun sa mga other players natin din, like our player of slot 10. Are giving our slot 10 no choice but to move forward to NASA at the same time. No forward position as you can see everyone. They're gonna be hurrying themselves out of stack up those other players. Left and right, they're being fired. Finally, yo. From the open fire, he did left and right, plus boost zone damage. Yeah, most definitely. Hey guys, elimination. Yeah. Main, wala na akong page, main. Wala na akong page. Wala na akong page. Anyway, there you go. There goes your game 3. And we're gonna be having our stop on game 4. Alright, and then 𝗟𝗓𝗓, what up, baby? Yeah. Yeah, yun nga sinasabi nila, Yashin eh. Everyone saying that, ang bilis na magsalita. Hindi na tama intindihin natin. Yeah, you know? It is what it is, baby. It is what it is, man. Alright, yeah, so that concludes our game 3. And this is gonna be our game 4, almost, definitely. So, tingnan natin. So guys, do tap in. I don't know kung may room na ba tayo or what, man. I don't know, man. Lag ba? You know, someone, kanina, Pambolts, kanina, most definitely is lag. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Pero ewan ko ngayon kung lag nga ba yung live ko ngayon. I don't know, man. You know, baka sa akin, you know, gawa ng, bagyo. You know, maybe sa akin. Pag di nagkahigi sa'yo, most definitely sa akin. Alright, so again, guys, do comment down below if still we are lagged or what, you know. I need your reactions, I need your opinion. You know, your comment, tawag dun. Your comment matters. Yeah! Let's go, man! Oh guys, do comment if somehow we are lag, man. Come on. Kailangan ko yung Oh guys, do comment if somehow we are lag, man. Come on. Kailangan ko yung kaya to. Sorry. Yo, thank you to those who are sending some hearts, yo. Yeah. Come on, man. Lovely, what up, baby? Yo. What is up, yo? Kumusta ka na? Lovely, K. How are you? How you doing? Everything's good? Yeah. Yo, kailangan kong lag ba or what, man? Kasi, I don't know kung lag nga ba yung live natin dito or what, man. You know? O maybe kailangan ko i-update ito kasi kaya tagal ko hindi nag-open ng ng TikTok. Ano ba tawag dito? I don't know, yung TikTok live studio. Yun, baka kailangan ng Dory yun. Totoo! Come on, man. Glory? Oh my God. Last game na eh. Siguro next time. No? It's, you know, most definitely, ayusin ko, you know, after ng last game na to. And, you know, maybe next time. Yeah. But, yeah, you know, you have to bear with me, guys. Come on, man. Baka may ano dito or come on, man. May mga napindot siguro ako. Or what? Everything's so blurry. Yo, Niam. What up? Thank you for the heart. You know what I'm saying? Naka-experience din ako ng heart dito. Yeah. And also ng roses last time. Yeah. You know? Pero nga lang, di tayo masyado nagla-live. Pero yo, thank you to those who are tapping him. Appreciate you guys. You already know. Love you. You know? Maraming salamat. Yo, Ashen! You know, next time siguro ayusin ko. Maraming salamat. You know? Thank you for the comment. And also kay Aaron. Kaya nadala. Kung hindi, oh my God! Siguro hanggang 4 game tayo pero I don't know, man. Mikay, what up, baby? How you doing? AJ, thank you for the share. Hindi ko alam, saan nyo ba sinishare to? May share din ba dito tulad din sa kabila? Man. You know, someone's asking, kahit dito, nasan daw yung aking wala na po akong page. Alright. Pero it's we're gonna be having our page most definitely done. No lags, smooth sailing tayo done. You know, it's just that hindi pa ako ganun kapamiliar dito sa ano ba to? A TikTok studio. So that's why wala pa tayo dito masyadong mga, you know. Yeah, but yeah. Everything's a blur. Upload it back. And I got you. Pinagkaka-I love you na dito. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Pinagkaka-I love you na dito. Oh my God. Sana all. Diren pogi. Sana all. Pinagkaka-I love you na. I got you. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Final round. Most definitely about to turn up And unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, someone's requesting or maybe praying that we're gonna be landing ourselves here on our Miramar map for the final round. Pero tingnan natin. Okay? So tingnan natin dito. Alright, Miramar map for the second time. Tingnan natin kung magiging successful nga ba yung mga players natin dito towards their mission, or maybe same outcome lang din yung mangyayari dito like yung kanina second round. But let's see. Final and last round for our boys. Alright, Snap 14 most definitely already decided to jump off the plane, and we'll be landing here, or landing on the end of our map of Miramar. No man's land, most definitely no one's gonna be surviving this area, as you can see. I don't know kung consumable nga ba yung mga tubig dito, pero disyerto. 4-man squad. Alright, we have Sirioton, Case, and also we have Lucas, most definitely. And 4-man squad, as you can see, sobrang equipped na maybe ng mga staff forces natin dito towards those favorite weapons of theirs. But yeah, we have a slot 8. 4-man squad then still starting to have their loot starting dito. As you can see right now, everyone is taking their time. You know, unknown 4-man, 𝗥𝗢𝗢𝗘𝗏, Critman, Kerora, and also we have No Name versus our slash 16 or mga NGGZ natin dito any moment early. So let's see kung ready na nga ba, well prepared na nga ba yung mga players natin dito. But we have our PL who got their knockdown first of our slot 12. So ascending pa rin yung mga player natin dito na si Jinsun. We have Myro, and also we have Typhoon. Nurse on the other hand has been knocked down here on the open. Maybe we'll be trying to bail out na rin dito and searching for a possible area where he can put himself, or arm himself up. But again, one player from Snap PM, man, he definitely saw the one player bailing from that spot. He's not gonna be letting that one player escape. The one player from our slot 18 has been knocked down in the turn by a player from our slot 12. Retaliating our man here. Man, he's gonna be pulling up dito si area kung nasa na yung whereabouts yung mga Snap PL natin dito. Unfortunately, one player from slot 12 got upper hand to put one out from those slot 18 down. Even match, pero again, 3-on-4 or 3-on-4 and 4-on-4 situation earlier down sa pagiging 3-on-2 situation yung mga Snap PL and Snap 12 natin. 2-man squad of our Snap 12 has been eradicated right then. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin dito from Snap 15 mga NGGZ versus our slot 7. Alright, let's pull up dito sa side ng mga slot. Well, dito muna tayo kasi talaga na magkakamera ng balag-bagan any momentarily after those bloodshed na nakuha ng mga player natin dito. Both sides most definitely got their knockdown na upper hand towards those target of 2-man squad na rin yung mga player natin dito from stat 12. Meanwhile, dito sa side ng mga slot PL natin dito, 4-man and that one player who got knocked down most definitely snitched the whereabouts nung knocker niya dito. Right now, every player of slot 18 will be swarming the area kung nasa yung 2-man squad left ng mga slot 12 natin. Let's see if somehow we can witness another table turn from our slot 12 versus the slot 8, or maybe slot 8 being outnumbered ng mga slot 8 natin dito, yung mga slot 12 natin. They're the ones gonna be winning this 2-on-4 situation. Back on the original number na rin yung mga slot 8 natin dito after that one play got it forward. Dito muna sa mga play natin from slot 9 inside of the Blues. Tupac and Morty taking their time, taking their loot out and dito searching for those favorite weapons of theirs. Dito muna sa mga play natin din from slot 9. Other 2-man squad of slot 9 is busy looting na rin. Pero outside of the play zone or safe zone yung mga slot 9s natin. Alright, dito tayo sa mga play natin from slot 6. Slot 6 natin dito HRZXI Pro Esports for men. Armed and dangerous na rin yung mga slot 6 natin dito. And yeah, so definitely nothing to worry about. Sobrang clear ng area. Yun nga lang outside of the play zone. Bombing from slot 18, 4-man squad. Close by lang that same time mga stat 12. Dati ko natin na rin whereabouts sa mga PLs natin dito. And moment soon, we're gonna be seeing another 2-on-3 or 2-on-4 situation sa Mel. Snap 12 is not gonna be choosing to bail out from this position kung nasaan yung whereabouts ngayon ng mga Snap PLs natin. slap PLs natin dito. Now displaying 2 kills na rin. Alright, no one is bailing out as you can see after that commotion, after that elimination. No one among stat 12 natin or vice versa from them. One player though from stat 18 has been knocked down. Pero he got himself recovered by his brother in earlier kaya leaving that one player getting back in the game for the second time. Stat 12, 12-4 situation and momentarily dito sa side ng mga slot hunters natin ng slot 13. 4-man squad together with them boys from our slot 15 or mga exquisite natin dito. We have swag. Alright, PL, they go should knock down by yours truly na mga slot 12s natin. No one is bailing out after the execution ng mga slot 12 natin dito. After nakuha ng mga slot 12 natin dito from our slot 12. And as you can see, slot 12, retaliating from those losses nila dito sa side ng mga slot 18s natin. 2-1 for situation, pero repeatedly the one play has been recovered. Again, another one bites the dust. Looks to me that one player from slot 12 is going to be finishing that one guy out from the game after being knocked down. Here we go, searching for his good elimination that he is craving from the one player from slot 18. 3-on-4 situation, one player now popping here, the front side of Mamba, opening fire randomly inside of the blue zone. Even though those other players on slot 12 is going to be having their gatekeeping, is going to be risking that to have one player from slot 12 got knocked down or have this knocked down dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin. And 𝗦𝗏𝗧 has been knocked down. Dosh on the other hand, still inside of the blue zone with them boys from our slot 18 is no one is bailing out from the spot kung nasaan yung last man from a slot 12. Everyone trying to push in, rush this one player which is si Dosh natin dito. Pero security from the game, one player from a slot 18 holding 357. Here we go, 1-on-3 situation. One guy down, 2 more left for another squad wipe from our slot 12. Terribles are turning dito sa side ng mga slot 12 natin dito. So now, slot 18s natin dito will be failing to grab those good spot kung nasa one player natin dito from slot 12. Pero right now, man, one player then from our slot 12 and slot 18 taking their time. One player Mamba moving for the regulation way about one player natin dito from slot 12 is Dush from our slot heights natin dito. Fire pop that one player natin dito and everyone taking damage because of the blue zone. Random opening fire, bahala na. Doing his stats left, right, another one bites the dust. One player almost got himself tagged out, but because of the blue zone damage, everyone are now receiving. So who got received some damage out from this guy will be knocked down and momentarily. And tables are now flipping dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 18. And there you go. Last man standing, most definitely avenged those 3-man squad who got terminated by our player from our slot PL. But inside of the blue zone pa rin yung one play natin dito from our slot 12. Slot 14 versus our slot 8. Point for situation. I don't know, man. Here we go. Higher gun, ganun yung position daw. But again, sobrang tactin, well pa rin covered. Well, slightly yung mga slot for this natin for a possible termination coming from those slot 8. One player from slot 14 big snitched out na one player natin from a slot 8 who got knocked down earlier. Down sa pagiging 3-man squad. Pero down snitching na rin yung one player natin dito kung nasaan nagpo-pull up ngayon. Yung mga HYDRA natin slot 14 natin. 3-on-4 situation, outnumbered by 1 yung mga slot 8s natin dito after that eradication ng mga play natin dito all the way slot 14 again. Higher ground yung mga slot 8s natin dito for a possible broad and wide angle versus our slot 14. Alright, another one bites the dust as our use. Where you at, boy? I don't know, man. Slot 14s natin, they keeps an opening fire, returning the shots ng mga slot 8s natin dito naman sa side ng mga slot 20s natin dito versus our slot 9. One has been eliminated from the game by a player from slot 20s. For spot, 2-pack popping up. He got himself knocked down instead of 2-pack being knocked down. But it's one player from a slot 20s. 3-on-4 situation. One player having a decent visual from the one player who got knocked down. in return by 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗢, pero couldn't be able to open fire right then. He's gonna be revealing his spot, pero Morty, moving forward na rin Kunaso, kuya pa tumapos na knockdown by 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗢, the one play down from Mastapori, holding that DBS for a possible he's a knockdown, but again, he's the one who got knocked down, instead of having his knockdown after the one player from our 𝗧𝗏𝗏 na si Morty, running out. Okay, that one player was able to himself run over by Morty's vehicle. 3-man squad, 2-on-3 situation. No way to have that one player recovered, pero again, Ray has been knocked down. Left side view, corner, decent angle maybe, covering the one player, pero again, SRU's natin dito. Nanong having the other player from 𝗧𝗏𝗏, thinking that no one is inside this compound. No, we have SRU, man, posting himself na rin dito, and Rhea being the Digo. Whoever's gonna be running up na rin kung nasa yung way about to play natin dito from our slot 20 si Rhea. Those men will be eradicated from the game, and Rhea willing to risk his life, gameplay life, just to have the elimination now from those 𝗧𝗏𝗏. Pero momentarily, this one player from 𝗧𝗏𝗏 will be recovered. Pero this one player down from our slot 20 is not gonna be allowing that one player to have peace forward right, and then opening fire, opening fire using the M4. One player using the front guardian, somehow still hit. He will be knocked down right then. Too bad. You're gonna be able to dodge more from the open fire. Ginawa one play natin dito all the way from ZZYPEXX natin dito, which is say less. Slot 20 has been eradicated from the game. Most definitely HYDRA. Another one bites the dust. Slot 17. Maybe Exquisite versus 4-4. Higher shot, ganda ng position. Opening fire. He's now giving some damage, and damage enough for him to be knocked down, pero not enough though dito sa side ng slot 17 natin. Pero from the open fire, ginawa naman Exquisite natin, that is enough to have those men warned or to give some update out from those other players kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts sila. Dito muna na sa mga slotans natin. 4-man squad. Ayun na, somehow they can get their knockdown now from this position, now from this location. Pero LOCSE, man, they are now taking the man out from the game one by one. Stats 12 on the other hand. Last man from his squad running up, not bailing out. That was gonna be having some confrontation contest out from those 4-man squad of our LOCSE, and one player from our 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 has been knocked down in the process of taking those men out earlier. But again, Zyle has been recovered, getting back in the game. Main mission, Dosh on the other hand from Stats 12, would have definitely turned the table around earlier inside of the blue zone. I know, giving some hardship out from those stats 5s. Maybe that knockdown that is one player from stats 1 the most, and definitely got out from those stat 5 is meant na rin to buy him some time and get away from the spot kung nasa yung 4-man squad of our stat 5. After all, outnumbered by 3 pa rin yung one play natin dito from stat 11. But again, in the process of avoiding that spot kung nasaan yung mga LOCSE natin, is now pulling up kung nasa naman yung whereabouts ng mga slot 7 natin. Plus, we have our NGGZ, but because of the sandstorm that everyone from slot 7, 12, 16, and slot 19 are now experiencing, couldn't be able to have those decent shots that they're aiming to get their knockdown on. There's some other players that it is been slumbering here on the perimeter. A blurry vision everyone is experiencing. As you can see, third party will be occurring. Slot 9, Morty, 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗢𝗏, 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 inside of that board. They're blurring now, but it's able to get those shots that are played out of those other players. Pero as you can see, ambushing those men from those slot 9 not from the moment slot 9 most definitely knew that someone was entering inside this compound. One by one, they definitely got picked out from the game by our player from our slot 16. And that's the end of those men from our slot 9. Wrong position, wrong spot, pulling up on. But NGGZ most definitely took those men out right there. Slot 7, Johnny being fired randomly dun sa spot kung saan nagkameron ng ambush yung mga slot 16 natin versus slot 9. We have our slot 9 fire also versus those slot barangay. We have Blanco, Eloy, and also we have Kongri. Ganda ng position. What we can say dito sa side, yung mga slot 17s natin dito, but because of those buildings, slot barangay gonna be able to get those decent knockdown that they're aiming towards those slot 19s, or maybe someone's gonna be flushing those men from a slot 19 out, and then momentarily someone's gonna be hearing those gunshot sounds coming from our slot 17 and slot 19s, and third party, big party will be occurring dito sa location kung nasa ngayon nakapost taking well yung mga slot 17s and slot 19s natin. What we can say is slot 19 is safe, but not that long because outside of the circle. Yo, what up, boy? 𝗦𝗛𝗡 TV all the way from Middle East. Yeah. Alright, slot 7. Slot 6. HRZXI. Those gunshot sounds are ringing all the way dito sa spot ng mga slot 6 natin. It's just that they're allowing those other players to have their decent action, as you can see. Giving those men okay, Hunter, Exquisite, one player from a slot Exquisite has been knocked down. Dito sa side naman ng mga players natin from our Hunter sa slot 11. By just drawing by, kung nasa na rin nakapost well, maybe yung Exquisite natin, one player from slot Hunter, slot 11 has been knocked down. Whereas slot 7 opening fire also to the side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 19 and slot 11 natin. Same clan but different squad maybe. Pero slot 7 is natin yung back and view ng mga players natin. They're craving another one by Stardust maybe. Pero tingin natin, every player is gonna be knowing na rin kung nasa way about sa mga play natin. This all the way from sa barangay. Dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from Stardust. One of them has been knocked down, eliminating that one player right there. And then yung mission ng mga play natin dito all the way from Stardust team. And here comes another cavalry coming from the Hunters. Opening fire, randomly din yung mga play natin dito, pero dito side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 6. One has been knocked down. Jasmine, oh my god, McGregor has been knocked down. There you go, dito sa side ng players natin. Slot 19 here in the open. What separate our boys, as you can see dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way slot 19 is this smoke pop. If it wasn't from the smoke pop, every player is going to be having a good visual out from their target, which is yung mga slot 19s natin. Pero the one player, I know, busy having the one player recovery vibe. Taking some hit pa rin yung mga other player natin dito from our slot 15. Man, right now, they're not taking their chances. While those other players slot 19 has been knocked down. Pero as you can see, they're now being sandwiched by slot 15 and slot 17, which is yung mga slot 19s natin. So, front and back, everyone is taking their shot, but without them opening fire, attention of those last 7 will be pointing towards those slot 15 and momentarily inside of the blue zone. One player from slot 15 who got a knockdown on the slot 19s natin dito. I don't know, man. Gatekeeping at his best after knowing that I could not show way about the other players natin dito from our slot exclusive player from slot 19, and they're gonna be letting them take those out, or if not, they're gonna let them take over goal by eliminating that one player from slot exclusive or slot 15s natin dito. So opening fire and taking that one player along with him somehow, those other players gonna be taking him down, which is in McGregor natin. Last man standing from his squad. Left side, we have our slot 6. But one player has been knocked down in the process of joining in to sa spot kung saan nagkameron ng knockdown yung mga slot 10s and slot 15s natin. Slot 10 gathering themselves up, scanning the perimeter. LOCSE on the other hand, man, they're like a tiger, as you can see. Slot 5s natin dito, waiting for the right time and looking for the right spot for them to be able to be posting themselves at for that instant knockdown. Last 10 though, 4-man squad, last man standing, waiting for the right time, keeping himself as quiet as possible so to see one player from slot 12 last man standing from squad is going to be having himself outnumbered. Somehow he's going to be taking a shot throughout the corner kung nasa yung mga other players natin from slot 7, 6, and slot 10s natin. Barangay on the other hand are not doing the same, pero one player has been pinned down and he got himself knocked down. One player there from slot NGGZ is going to be eliminating the one player off from those last 17, but we have our slot 5 saving the day from the one player from our slot 16s natin dito. Bangos on the other hand gonna be able to get his finishing touches after the one player because of those locks natin. Pero LOCSE, being eaten alive by the blue zone. Every player from slot 5 natin dito, man, No choice but to move forward. Kunasa yung mga players natin dito, pero no cover position. Open ground, everyone's gonna be putting themselves back. Meanwhile, dito sa side ng mga player natin, although it's last 7, we have last 7 yung Barangay. Open ground, lock po natin dito. Irresistible na to take a shot, but we have our slot locks. Here, the left side view ng mga last 7 natin dito. Logo opening fire, trying to have those men from a slap side push back. While our last 7 is gonna be having your tongue dito sa side ng mga player natin all the way from our last 17. Now, fighting natin dito, letting the slide. Man, they're gonna be opening fire back sa mga play natin dito. So you can see sa mga slot 7s natin dito. Pero again, the blue zone is gonna be giving our locks. Sa slot 5, no choice but to move forward. Kung nasa yung mga players natin, well, everyone will be waiting for them. Last man standing from our slot 19. Waiting for the right time, watching those men have their execution to one another. Pero sa slot 7 natin, ganda ng visual, ganda ng view. Versus the slot 5. Slot 5 being pinned down, being held by our player from slot 7, and maybe the blue zone is gonna be taking care of our player. I don't know, man. Tingnan natin dito. And then one player, no, beat the speedway just to save the one player's ass, opening fire, backing those men who's been running out. From our last 7, last 2 men standing dito sa mga player natin from our last 7, and yes, kung nagkameron yata tayo ng confusing moment dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 7. From the moment that slot player, from the moment slot locks or slot 5 most definitely swarmed or pushed 10 dito sa location ng slot 7 natin dito, wouldn't be able to focus and open fire to one player at the same time. But again, they are trying their best to knock one dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot locks, pero all at the same time, locks natin dito sa slot 5 most definitely push them. Pero slot Barangay, everything is still lurking inside of the blue zone, which is the one play natin dito from slot 19. Man, no shots. No sign na may tao pa rin behind of the dried straws. And maybe Mac Dragger natin dito is gonna be picking those men out before the locks, or slot 5 is gonna be picking those Barangay out. Pero 1v4 situation is gonna be occurring dito sa side ng one play natin all the way from slot 19, and one play then from slot 5. Already know that someone is hiding behind the dried straw, aiming, opening fire, trying to have just one player flush here on the right side, while the one player is opening fire dito sa left side view corner. Alright, yeah. There you go. There goes your game 4. So there you go. There goes your game 4. Again, thank you to those who pull up. Thank you to those who send some hearts, and to those who send some the roses. And again, if you want me to pull up on one of your events, most definitely do hit me up here on TikTok, because yung blue app natin dito is wala na. Alright, so wala na tayong page. All we have now is TikTok. So if you want me to pull up on one of your events, of course we're gonna be fixing our live stream or our TikTok studio para magkameron tayo ng mas magandang viewing. But again, bago pa rin tayo dito, hindi na nakapag-live tayo rin noon, and still have enough time for me to experiment sa mga settings natin. But I will do that. So yeah, admin of SAGs, maraming salamat for having me again, because we are SAGs then, yeah, everyone knows that. LOCSE, to those who won earlier, congratulations, and to those who land themselves on top here on our game 4, yeah, congratulations then. So again, guys, so I'm not gonna be leaving you guys with those recaps kasi wala akong recaps dito, but I'm gonna be most definitely I'm gonna be downloading this and we're gonna be posting this, of course, para meron kayong babalikan on our YouTube. So check out the SG International YouTube. Most definitely, whole game, pwede game 1. Alright, so maraming salamat. Yeah, apologies to those who experienced the blurry moment dito sa